A swing and a miss. Those are the words a batter never wants to hear. But at last night's congressional baseball game, it's all Democrats heard.
A rock and a wind from Stubbe. And a swing and a miss. And a swing and a miss. Dan Goldman from New York. And a swing and a miss that will end the inning.
Republicans roughed up Democrats 31-11. And yep, that's a baseball score. Maybe a little preview of what's coming in November. If you think about it, baseball's kind of like politics. If you keep striking out, you put the other team back at bat. All season, Democrats have been striking out with hoax after hoax. The dictator on day one, bloodbath, and revenge. Democrats just put the other team back at bat in their own home stadium, Washington, D.C. Donald Trump back on Capitol Hill for the first time in almost 4 years. The former president spent the day meeting with House Republicans, senators, and businessmen.
This was a great meeting. There's tremendous unity in the Republican Party. We want to see borders. We want to see strong military. We want to see money not wasted all over the world. We have great common sense, a lot of very smart people in this room, and a lot of people that love our country. They love our country beyond just about all else. And the only thing that maybe supersedes it is their family and maybe their faith in certain instances, and that's very nice. But they want this country to be great again, and we're going to make it great again.
Donald Trump's running around D.C. trying to unite the party and the country because teamwork makes the dream work. And we've never seen the Republican Party this united under Trump. They even gave him a birthday cake.
Let me make a wish, and you can't say what the wish is, but it'll have something to do with this room.
He wants a new driver.
There was so much love and unity in the room, it broke Adam Schiff's brain. Watch.
Guilty, 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 guilty.
Schiff's battle cry was heard by the media, and they went to work doing what they do best.
Apparently, the former president made reference to Hannibal Lecter and said, nice guy, quote, he even had a friend over for dinner. So we've seen Trump out on the campaign trail praising Hannibal Lecter. Apparently he did it again this morning. Not sure we fully understand the context of that.
We weren't inside the room, but neither was CNN, and that's the point. So we did what journalists do. We went to our sources who were actually there. Did Trump really call a flesh-eating serial killer a nice guy? No. Trump was joking that if he said something about Hannibal Lecter, the fake news media would say he was praising him. And CNN took the bait. And that wasn't the only hoax. I'm getting word, from my producers, we have a new hoax alert.
New hoax alert. New hoax alert. New hoax alert.
He said, as has gotten a lot of publicity, and we broke this, that he doesn't like Milwaukee. It's a horrible city, he says. The campaign has pushed back on that. Everybody comes out and says he didn't say it. Of course he said it. I mean, that is according to almost everybody in the room.
But everybody in the room says he didn't say it. As soon as the news broke, people inside of the room debunked it. A congressman says, I was in the meeting. President Trump never disparaged Milwaukee. Another one, I was in the room. President Trump did not say this. Another, Trump was specifically referring to the crime rate in Milwaukee. Here's what Trump had to say.
Democrats are also hitting you on this comment that you made about Milwaukee, the host city for the RNC, for the convention, and they seem to believe that you said that it was a horrible city. Can you just nip us in the bud and clarify what you meant?
Well, I think it was very clear what I meant. I said we're very concerned with crime. I love Milwaukee. I have great friends in Milwaukee, but it's, as you know, the crime numbers are terrible, and we have to be very careful.
So how's the media directly quoting him if they're not in the room with him? and then telling the people inside of the room that they're wrong. It's what Nancy Pelosi calls the wrap-up smear. You smear your opponent with lies, the press writes about it, that validates it, and then the politicians run with it. And as soon as the media reported the hoax, the mayor of Milwaukee rushed to the camera.
Donald Trump wants to talk about things that he thinks are horrible. All of us lived through his presidency, so right back at you, buddy.
Joe Biden saying, quote, "I happen to love Milwaukee." He obviously didn't write that himself. Kamala Harris saying Milwaukee's a beautiful city. And for the record, Milwaukee was the third most violent city in the nation. Third most. So when Primetime goes to the convention, Johnny's going to probably have 2 bodyguards. Democrats are down late in the game. Your pitcher's throwing trash. You can't yank them because you have no bullpen. Look at Kamala. So you just have to keep throwing trash. Here's more. The media wants you to think Trump spends every waking second plotting revenge.
I'm told there's a similar dynamic behind closed doors when he meets with advisors or other Republicans, where he'll talk about revenge, sometimes get a look like, well, do you really mean that? And he makes it clear he does. This is retribution. That's the word that has been the center of this Trump campaign for a year now. There are not going to be grown-ups in the room this time. They're not going to be guardrails. No. It is just going to be true believers and loyalists. And if Trump says he wants revenge, if Trump says I want to target a particular person or institution, they're going to do just that.
Who are these Trump advisors that are leaking this BS to MSNBC? They don't exist. It's made up. Trump's people don't talk to this guy. Look at him. He's on Morning Joe. He's probably a spook. Politico says Trump went to Washington to harness the power of Congress to go to war against the Democrats. Really? People inside of the room told us revenge never came up. It was the economy, foreign policy, and election strategy. It was forward-looking, a feeling that Washington hasn't felt in 4 years. That's not revenge, that's success. And like Trump says, success is his revenge. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.